Okay, guys, Mr. Ballion here for the grade 9 animation rotation. The first 1 week and a half is modeling and composition layout, and the second 1 week and a half is animation. So I'm just finishing this off. Today I'm just going to show you how to create those shingles. I believe I have an image over here. I created these. Oh, look at that. That's even smaller. The shingles here. So I'll show you some cool tricks about rotation and the orientation of your XYZ tripod. Okay, we'll just get on that right about now. Okay, first off, I'm just going to go double click here. My move tool, I'm going to reset it so everything's to the world. So watch. So I'm just going to hide this. I'm going to start from scratch. Okay, so start with a cube always, especially if it's a three-dimensional object like this, a very simple primitive, basic primitive here. So I'm going to just kind of orient it to be on the same angle over here as my roof. Okay, not the pitch is another word. Okay, so we're going to rotate this, roughly, and we're spinning around. We're holding Option or Command and Alt on the Windows stations, and let's rotate something like this. Okay, and let's pretend W here that it's a good angle. Okay, it's good enough. So one thing I notice right now, this software has the orientation on the world space being like this, the grid. Anyway, like this is the grid, right? So it's linear to the grid. That's the world space. So X, left to right, Z is towards us right there and away from us, and Y is up and down. But now you notice that this cube, if I press F to frame it, we want to orient it to this roof, and this angle is a little off. So what you do is you double click your move tool and you change the axis orientation from world to object, and hopefully that works. If it doesn't work, you may have to go to component and so on, but object is ideal. Okay, and then you go bye-bye. That's it. And then I'll just press R right now, and notice that I am going to scale in relation to my object. So that's a little off here. I'll rotate. Okay, I'm going to double check here now. Notice that the rotation is not in the same orientation. So I got to double click here, and from world I'm going to go to object, and see, that's sweet. And then we'll say OK to that. Hopefully that stays. Now we'll double click on this. I did it. See, on the scale tool, and somehow it's that object. So that's nice. If it was world, you just bring it to object. Okay, and you'll see what I mean in a second. E for rotate, and rotate this. Beautiful, right there. W for move, and there it is. It's on the same angle. All right, sweet. So let's just bring this up here and bring it over, and then out again a touch. I will show you how to angle this lid in a moment, okay? But let's just duplicate. So you guys know D for duplicate, Command D, or Control D on a Windows station. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, so you just crank it over like this. Pretty good. Looks good. Roughly, give it some space, a little space, okay? Command D again. And there it goes. And I want to simplify my life. What if I press Shift D? Oh, of course, this time it didn't work. Let's try that again, Ballion. Command D, crank it over on one axis. Okay. Shift D. Yes, it's working. Okay, cool. All right. So we've got all this. Later on, come in here and orient it kind of roughly. Like do this. Bring one down. Let's not make it all perfect. And, let's rotate this one. E, whatever. Like you can. Okay, so if you notice that right now, this is huge, right? My orbit rotation. So if you go minus, plus, okay, you can make it smaller, bigger. Isn't that nice? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's rotate it a touch on one axis again, okay? There, and I'll just do this one here, and I'll rotate that one this way a touch. Who knows? All right? Okay, so before I go further, you guys know, I'm going to get out of rotation, that this object here is made of faces, which are polygons, edges, and vertices, right? So check it out. Right click, spiderweb comes out, vertex. Double click, marquee select on one axis, move. Sweet. You're done. Right click, object mode. I'll practice that one more time. Click over here, right click, go to vertex, boom. Bring it on one axis, see? Boom, on one axis. Select with the marquee, good to go. If you want this to be a little, look, in my game design module, we kind of like these to be like a different sizes, different orientations, sometimes like that. Like, see? That looks kind of cool. Bring that down. Okay, so now we're going to review. We're going to select each one of these. By having the move tool, select one, hold shift, next one, shift select, shift left click, shift left click, shift left click. And you guys know how much I love mesh combine. Boom, right there, mesh combine. Okay, and again, this is not oriented well, and this is a part that we're going to have a hard time figuring this one out. Object, world is going to give me something else. Where's my other one? Hang on a second. Custom, can I just rotate it? No. Custom could sometimes, you got to play with these angles. Okay, you're not going to do this in grade 9. Forget it. So we'll just leave it the nonsense here. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I don't know why that doesn't work. Object, we'll leave it at that. Okay, so we're going to have to play it by eye. Okay, so a lot of roofers start at the bottom and work their way up. So we do the same thing in this module. Command D, up it goes. Over, somehow. And we'll just go up a bit more and then just bring it in here. I don't know. So you got to spin around to make this work, okay? It's not going to work that easily, so you can offset it a touch. Sometimes you got to hold it in the middle. This is where I say to you guys, it's okay to hold it from non-one axis. Okay, that's not bad actually. Look, I'm just going to go E a bit, and I'm going to rotate on the outside like that. W for move, and I'm just going to like eyeball it from the side view like that, okay? So that's somewhat okay. It's not bad at all, okay? So you go Command D again, you bring this guy up and then shift it over. Shift it over each time. Look at the angle, you're holding Option. It's not that easy, but you can do it, okay? The outside angle, oh boy, I don't like it like this. It's just, there's got to be a better way to change this. I'll work on it. Okay, so that's not bad. Okay, so you're going to have to be diligent. Command D, W, and then bring it up again. And if you wanted to do this, that's kind of cool. Okay, we're getting, and then you can come in here and like you can, in the future, you can deselect and move each off. So like this. This is what I mean. Mesh, separate. And then what you want to do is get rid of the history right here. Click. And then you want to center everything. Okay, there it is. Watch this. Mesh, separate. Get rid of the history and center each one. Otherwise, they're all going to have a center point in here. Watch. So here it is, right? If I separate these to be individual pieces, mesh, separate, see? That's where the center is on each one. That's not cool. So we just go right here, get rid of the history, center the pivot, and it centers on the object, okay? So what you can do is really come in here and go, yeah, you're coming down. You're not going to be the same as the other guy here that comes over. And, you know, like that kind of thing. You may even delete one, say we lost a shingle there. Who knows, right? It's up to you on your design. Okay, so this is a short tutorial, hopefully. Wow, 8 minutes on how to create the roof and change your angles. Okay, guys, not bad. Again, in the end, you need to come in here and go right-click vertex, marquee select maybe, move these guys over, right? Trim it out. Same on this side. So once you're done, right-click. Pardon me. Object mode. Okay, good to go. All right, Valiant out. See ya.